One story, different angles, perspectives.
It's a challenge for the athletes as well as for London. As the British capital geared up to host the Olympics, European TV channels gave their views. They spoke of anticipation, as well as both the successes and the problems at the Games. We start in Italy with Ray Due. Even the famous red buses are performing press-ups to get ready for the Games. In an Olympic village increasingly filling with flags and colours, the rising of our flag marked the official start of the Italian adventure. The leaders of the Italian Olympic team took part in the ceremony, as well as all of the athletes from the national volleyball and canoe teams. Today, the swimmer Federica Pellegrini arrived in London with her fiancé and teammate Filippo Magnini. Today is going to be exciting because we'll see the swimming pool for the first time. We're going to see the Olympic village, the medals. These are all very exciting moments for us, even if, as in my case, these are my third Olympic Games. 2 days before the opening ceremony, when the ladies' national football teams have already played, we've already seen the first scandals of these Games. 9 athletes have been suspended due to doping. Voula Papachristou, Greek triple jump champion, has been removed from the team by the nation's Olympic Committee after she posted racist messages referring to African athletes on Twitter. The exclusion of David Beckham from the British national football team has angered even Sir Paul McCartney. But it is London's drivers who hold the record for moaning. They've had to queue for hours since the opening of the Special Olympic lanes. For the first time in the history of the event, every country is sending female athletes, including Saudi Arabia, Brunei and Qatar. Saudi athletes have been allowed to wear the hijab, which angered women's rights campaigners, however. What's it like inside the Olympic Village? France 2 went to find out. In the heart of the Olympic Village, the French team occupies an entire building, nearly 200 rooms, including that of Alexis Vastine, the boxer who won bronze at the last Games and is now going for gold. Here's the room I share with Bryce, a badminton player, he says. It's not so luxurious, but it'll do. A small table for an aperitif. No, just kidding. A balcony for a coffee break, we'll say. And a wardrobe for storing the official uniform. With the symbol of France, white trousers, simple but elegant. The top floor is for basketball players. Here they've needed to provide extensions for the beds. The technical director arrives to inspect the rooms. The players arrive the following day. We try to think of everything and ensure that when the players get off the bus, after presenting their credentials, they're settled straight away and already in the game. Meanwhile, the cellar's full of treasures, nearly 5,000 sporting goods, trousers, shirts, polo shirts, jackets, and an XXXL jacket for one of the judo fighters. You can fit 2 people in this, but hey, they're our champions, so they deserve a made-to-measure. The athletes can also enjoy water pools kept at 10 degrees centigrade to help recuperation, and a doctor will also be available 24/7. The excitement of the Games continues to mount as the delegations enter the Olympic Village. The village is filling slowly, and when the French athletes arrive, their suitcases will be full of dreams of Olympic gold. Olympic athletes may have spent 4 years in preparation, but for their mothers, the road to the Olympics has lasted a lifetime. Many of these athletes' mothers arrived from all over the world to proudly watch their children compete. We now go to TVE from Spain. Funny, original and less official than we're used to seeing. That's how the mayor of the Olympic Village, Duncan Goodhue, described the ceremony in which he officially welcomed Spanish athletes, as well as athletes from Cyprus, Israel, Switzerland and Senegal. The president of the Spanish Sporting Council, Miguel Cardenal, and the president of the Spanish Olympic Committee, Alejandro Blanco, and many others accompanied the 80 sportsmen who enjoyed seeing the Spanish flag being raised. Even if I imagined how impressive everything would be, because I've been told and I've seen it every 4 years on TV, there's nothing like seeing it in person. It's unbelievable. They've only been here a few hours, but all of them, from the youngest to the most experienced, feel at home in the village. It's impossible to describe how it feels to be here. In the canteen, you see people from every country. There are different lunch areas. We're going a little bit crazy. The Spanish flag is flying along with those of the other 203 nationalities that are present at the Olympic Village. The next time we see it will be during the inaugural parade in the hands of Pau Gasol. Then we'll see if the medals forecast comes true as soon as the competition starts. Hopefully we'll see plenty of Spaniards on the podium. After its journey through London, the torch finally comes to an end, lighting up the Games at the Olympic Cauldron. The other symbol of the Games, the medals, are also ready. Made in Wales, they will be awarded at 302 podium ceremonies. We see more on this on Russian RTR. Russian fencers leave the Olympic Village for their first practice. They're keen to see the XL arenas where competitions take place. 5-time world champion and 6-time European champion Sofia Velikaya is one of the team's great hopes. In Beijing, she had a disappointing loss in the semi-finals, but this time she has even greater experience and a stronger will to win. Competition is very strong. Each fight will be very difficult. Nothing will be easy. So we will prepare. There's just 1 week to go. Everyone has their own secrets, superstitions and omens. The women's gymnastics team refused to be interviewed. We'll talk to reporters, but after the competitions, they said. In Beijing, the results of the Russian gymnasts were not so good. But this time, these athletes have a good chance. The women's gymnastics team should be able to cope with their arch-rivals, the Americans and the Chinese. They are certainly capable of taking gold. The day came when the medals were revealed to journalists, and so with the other journalists, we had to wait our turn in the queue for 5 hours. Everything was as you might expect, shouting and arguments about the position in the queue. Some, however, preferred to sit and wait calmly. And now, finally, after all these hours of waiting, we're inside. We know that even the organisers are looking for records, since these Olympic medals are the largest and heaviest in the history of the Olympic Games. It is said here that the British team have provided pockets in the official clothing, which are exactly the same size as the medals. This is done so that the athletes can easily get to their medals and show others with great pride. The medals are 8.5 centimetres in diameter and weigh about 400 grams. On the front of the coin we see the logo, and on the reverse we see the tens with the goddess of victory, Nike. At the same time, only one medal is true to its name, the silver medal, which is 92% silver. This is exactly the same amount of silver that is found in the gold medal, in which there is less than 1.5% of actual gold. But even despite this, no one doubts its value.